Ever wondered what it would be like to walk through the ruins of lost civilizations, touch the stones of ancient empires and uncover secrets buried for centuries? From mysterious lost cities carved into cliffs to pyramids hidden in the desert, these places aren't just history. They're time machines waiting to be explored. Buckle up, because we're about to take you on a journey through 8 incredible ancient civilizations that you can still visit today. Let's dive into the past and step into the legends. Machu Picchu, Peru. Imagine hiking through misty mountains, the air crisp and filled with the whispers of an ancient civilization, and then, bam, you see it. Machu Picchu. This place isn't just a pile of old rocks, it's a 15th century masterpiece hidden in the Andes, a city so perfectly designed that even earthquakes can't shake it. Seriously, the Incas built it with stone blocks so precisely cut, they fit together without mortar. Now picture this, you're standing at the Sun Gate, Inti Punku, the first glimpse travelers get of this lost city. Below, terraces cascade down the mountain, temples and houses remain frozen in time, and llamas casually photobomb your pictures. But here's the real mystery. Why was it abandoned? Some say it was a royal retreat, others believe it was a secret ceremonial center. One thing's for sure. When the Spanish conquered the Incas, they never found Machu Picchu. It remained hidden until 1911, when explorer Hiram Bingham stumbled upon it. Want the ultimate experience? Get there at sunrise. The golden light hitting the ruins feels like a time portal opening right before your eyes. If you're feeling adventurous, hike the Huayna Picchu Peak. It's steep, but the view is unbeatable. History, mystery, and jaw-dropping beauty. Machu Picchu is a must-see before you die. Petra, Jordan. Okay, imagine walking through a narrow canyon, the walls towering 263 feet high, sunlight barely creeping in. Then suddenly, it appears. A massive temple carved into the rock face, its pink sandstone glowing in the light. Welcome to Petra, the ancient city lost for over 1,000 years. This place wasn't just some random desert hideout. Petra was the capital of the Nabatean kingdom, a wealthy civilization that thrived over 2,000 years ago. These guys were trading geniuses, controlling routes between Arabia, Egypt, and Rome. But here's the crazy part, their entire city was hand-carved into cliffs. No cranes, no modern tools, just pure human craftsmanship. And let's talk about Al-Khazneh, the most famous site here. It looks straight out of an adventure movie, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But it's not actually a treasury. It was likely a royal tomb. Want more adventure? Hike to the monastery. It's even bigger than the treasury, but way less crowded. Petra was lost to the world until 1812, when a Swiss explorer disguised himself as an Arab and tricked locals into taking him there. Today it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and let me tell you, watching the sun set over Petra's pink rocks is pure magic. If you ever wanted to feel like an explorer, this is the place to do it. Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Ever seen a place so massive that you can't believe humans built it? Welcome to Angkor Wat, the world's largest religious monument. So big it makes some modern cities look tiny. But here's the wild part. This isn't just one temple, it's a lost empire, hidden deep in Cambodia's jungles, once home to over 1 million people. Imagine wandering through an ancient stone city where trees have taken over, massive roots snaking through temple walls like nature reclaiming its throne. This was the heart of the Khmer Empire, built in the 12th century by King Suryavarman II. Originally dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu, it later transformed into a Buddhist site. But what's really mind-blowing? Its entire structure aligns with the stars, almost like a massive celestial map carved into the earth. And then there's the artwork. Miles of intricate bas reliefs covering the walls, depicting epic battles, gods, and mythological creatures. The most famous? The churning of the ocean of milk, a cosmic tug-of-war between gods and demons. But here's a mystery. Why did the Khmer Empire collapse? No one knows for sure. Climate change, wars, ghosts of the gods. Whatever the reason, Angkor was abandoned for centuries, swallowed by the jungle, until French explorers rediscovered it in the 19th century. Now, as you walk through its corridors at sunrise, it feels like stepping into a forgotten world where legends still whisper through the trees. Pompeii, Italy. Imagine this, you're strolling through a lively Roman city, markets bustling, people laughing, street food sizzling on grills. Then boom! A volcano erupts, and within hours, life as they knew it vanishes under a cloud of fire and ash. That's exactly what happened in Pompeii, one of the most haunting and well-preserved ancient cities on Earth. Back in 79 AD, the people of Pompeii had no idea that Mount Vesuvius, which they thought was just a mountain, was actually a ticking time bomb. The explosion was so massive that it sent a deadly pyroclastic surge racing through the city at 400 miles per hour, turning everything to stone in an instant. Buildings, roads, and even people were frozen in place like a real-life time capsule. Today, walking through Pompeii's ancient streets feels eerie, almost like the city never left. You'll see Roman baths, bakeries, and even graffiti still etched on the walls. One bakery even has loaves of bread that were left baking in the ovens when the disaster struck. And then, there are the plaster casts of victims. People caught mid-action, some curled up, others shielding their loved ones. It's chilling yet fascinating. But here's something mind-blowing. Pompeii was forgotten for over 1,500 years until explorers accidentally stumbled upon it in the 18th century. Now it's a portal to the past, one that reminds us just how powerful nature can be. If you ever visit, just don't stand too close to Vesuvius. It's still active, just saying. Karnak Temple, Egypt. Ever wanted to feel like an explorer stepping into a world of gods and pharaohs? Welcome to Karnak, an ancient Egyptian temple complex so massive it could fit 10 cathedrals inside it. This isn't just a temple, it's an entire city of worship built over 2,000 years by generations of pharaohs trying to outdo each other. And the result? A masterpiece of stone, mystery, and divine grandeur. As you walk through the great hypostyle hall, you're surrounded by 134 towering columns, each as high as a 7-story building. These columns aren't just tall, they're covered in hieroglyphs and sacred carvings telling stories of gods, battles, and rituals. Imagine standing here 3,000 years ago, hearing priests chant as the air fills with incense and torchlight flickers off the walls. One of the wildest features? The Karnak Sound and Light Show. At night, the temple comes to life with dramatic lighting and storytelling, making you feel like you've time-traveled to ancient Egypt. Oh, and don't miss the sacred lake, where priests once purified themselves before rituals. Legend has it, if you see the moon's reflection in the water, you'll be blessed by the gods. But here's the mystery. Karnak is filled with unfinished obelisks, hidden tunnels, and even a magnetic scarab statue that some believe grants wishes if you walk around it 7 times. Whether you believe in the legends or not, Karnak is pure magic, a place where history whispers through stone. Great Zimbabwe, Zimbabwe. Deep in the heart of Africa lies a forgotten kingdom that once rivaled the greatest civilizations of its time, Great Zimbabwe. And no, this isn't just some ruins in the middle of nowhere. It was the capital of a powerful empire that controlled gold and trade routes across Africa. But here's the crazy part. No one knows why it was abandoned. Built between the 11th and 15th centuries, this ancient city spans 7.22 square kilometers, filled with massive stone walls, towers, and passageways, all constructed without mortar. The most famous structure, the Great Enclosure, a circular stone fortress with walls over 30 feet high and 800 feet long. Seriously, these builders had skills. And then there's the Zimbabwe bird, a mysterious soapstone carving found in the ruins. Some believe it was a sacred symbol of kingship, others think it had spiritual powers. Whatever it was so important that its replicas are now on Zimbabwe's national flag. But here's the question. What happened to this once thriving empire? Some say famine, others blame overpopulation, but no one knows for sure. What's certain is that European explorers in the 19th century couldn't believe Africans built something this grand. Spoiler, they totally did. Today, walking through Great Zimbabwe's ancient corridors feels like stepping into a lost world, one that reminds us that Africa's history is far richer and more powerful than most people realize. If you ever get the chance to visit, touch the stone walls, you'll feel the echoes of a forgotten empire. Teotihuacan, Mexico. Imagine standing in the middle of a massive ancient city, surrounded by pyramids so big they make you feel like an ant. This isn't Egypt, it's Teotihuacan, the lost metropolis of Mesoamerica. But here's the wild part, no one knows who built it. Yeah, you heard that right. This was one of the largest cities in the world around 100 AD, home to over 125,000 people, yet its creators remain a mystery. Later the Aztecs found the abandoned city, and were so amazed that they named it, the place where gods were born. They believed the Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon were built by supernatural beings, and honestly, when you see them in person, it's easy to believe. Climbing the Pyramid of the Sun is a must. At 216 feet tall, it offers an unreal view of the entire city. But here's where things get eerie. Beneath the pyramid, tunnels and chambers have been discovered, possibly used for rituals or something else. Some even believe Teotihuacan was aligned with the stars for cosmic energy. And then there's the Temple of the Feathered Serpent, Quetzalcoatl, decorated with stone-carved snake heads. Beneath it, archaeologists discovered hundreds of skeletons, likely sacrifices to the gods. Was this city a utopia, or a place of dark rituals? No one knows for sure, but one thing's certain: Teotihuacan is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Meroë, Sudan. Think Egypt has the most pyramids? Think again. Sudan's ancient kingdom of Meroë has over 200 pyramids, twice as many as Egypt. Yet for some reason, almost no one knows about them. Meroë was the capital of the Kingdom of Kush, a powerful civilization that thrived between 590 BC and 350 AD. The Kushites were so powerful that at one point, they even ruled Egypt as the Black Pharaohs. But instead of building pyramids like the Egyptians, they designed their own, with steeper angles and smaller bases, making them unique in the ancient world. Walking through Meroë's desert landscape, you'll feel like you've stepped into an untouched part of history. Many of these pyramids still contain hidden tombs, inscriptions, and treasures buried deep within. And get this, some of them were built by warrior queens, known as the Kandakes, fierce rulers who defended their land from invaders, including the mighty Roman Empire. But here's the mystery: why did Meroë suddenly decline? Some say it was due to climate change, others blame trade disruptions. Whatever the reason, the city was lost to history, hidden beneath the sands until European explorers stumbled upon it in the 19th century. If you're looking for an adventure away from the crowds, Meroë is the ultimate lost world, a place where the echoes of an ancient African empire still linger in the desert winds. History isn't just in books, it's out there, waiting to be explored. Which of these ancient civilizations would you visit first? Let us know in the comments. And if you love uncovering lost worlds and epic adventures, hit that subscribe button and join us on more journeys with Explore Edge. Until next time, keep exploring.